Let me give you an example of how to simplify this, because here we don't really understand what it means to have a power of a -2. So we would write it as a bubble to the power of -2, but that fraction there, we can drag the numerator out. So it looks like this: a squared b times 1 over x to the power of +3. So now this block here, because at the moment you've got one block times this block here. This block here can be written as x to the power of -3. And then this block here is a squared b brackets -2. So here, the reason why you're able to jump from here to here is because if I were to give you x to the power of -3, we don't understand what it means to have a power of a -3. So we would immediately jump to 1 over x to the positive version. So now, if you have this, which is the case here, you can jump to here. So here we've got two layers. The trick is to get everything onto one layer, because now you've got one block times this block times this block, and everything is on one layer. Up here, you've got two layers. So get everything onto one layer. Once everything's on one layer, you can just simply multiply this. Remember, x to the power of a to the power of b equals x to the power of ab. So you would get this times this. So here's this, the index, times the other index. So -2 times +2 would be -4. And then you've got to imagine there's a 1 here. B to the power of 1 is b. So now -2 times 1 would be -2. And then for this x here, it would be -2 times -3. That would be +6. So now you've got 3 blocks. 1, 2, 3. Well, this block here is, we don't understand what it means to have a power of a -4. So we would jump to 1 over a to the power of the positive version. And then this thing here, we don't understand what it means to have a power of a -2. So we would jump to 1 over b to the power of the positive version. This thing here is just x to the power of 6. So it's like one block of x to the power of 6. So here you've got 3 blocks. And then, hang on. And then that will then equal, well, top times top, bottom times bottom, and this gets multiplied to the top, because all these things are being multiplied together. When you multiply fractions, top times top, bottom times bottom. Well, here, top times top would be 1, and then this gets multiplied to the top, so that would be x to the power of 6. Bottom times bottom would be a to the power of 4, b to the power of 2. So this, remember, this gets multiplied to the top. That's why it's at the top. So this is your final answer. So you have something that you don't really understand, to the power of a negative. We don't really understand what it means, but it turns out to be this. Everything now is positive. Okay, this is your final answer.